Poison, and from the world's greatest Poison tribute band, A Shot of Poison, Fret Michaels in the studio, or Frank Pupillo.
How you doing, Mike?
What do I call you today? Fret?
I think Frank Pupillo would
Frank
work.
is okay? Okay,
yeah, Fred.
good.
I don't mind
Right.
Fred either, but it works. Either one works.
You may have seen him on TV singing for A Shot of Poison or around the area or at Hairfest here with the Pike. And Frank does a lot of work putting together Hairfest and then Rockfest, which is coming up Saturday.
Correct.
So we got a great lineup for Rockfest. Draw the Line's coming back.
Yes.
That may mean a little more these days with the recent retirement of Aerosmith.
True.
So, and they are the only Aerosmith tribute endorsed by the band.
They are endorsed by Aerosmith. They're great. They've been around a long time, and they pack places. They're great.
Yeah,
great band.
They know how to do it. They played Rockfest, was it 2 years ago?
The first year we did Rockfest. This is actually the third one now, which is great. As you know, the Hairfest, we've had 6 of them, and it's fun stuff. So this is the third one. So they headlined the first one, and then we try to switch it up year after year and bring everybody a different tribute band. And of course, as you can well imagine, I have many tribute bands reach out and say, "Hey, I want to be in Rockfest. I want to be in Hairfest. I want to be this." And I take everybody and listen to the bands and try and vet everyone as best I can and put the best possible show together that I can. And with the help of the Pike and pushing it, we do great.
Yeah, they're great parties by the lake there in Webster. And it's what's the Mellencamp tribute?
So Pink Houses is opening the show this year. Yeah, okay. I'm looking forward to that. I had the luxury of playing with them, as you mentioned, Shot of Poison. We played at Memorial Hall in Plymouth last year, and they played with us. And I said, boy, these guys are really good. That'd be a great fit for Rockfest, And
now,
that's how that come about.
If somebody yells during a song, the Mellencamp guy won't just walk off the stage, will
no,
he? Like
the
real John Mellencamp? No? Okay, good.
He's not an arrogant guy. He'll just sit right there. He'll play. He'll play. Good. He'll keep playing.
And then there's Cold as Ice, the Foreigner tribute, which you're now.
Yeah.
Are you going to be singing for them, or are you just jumping up for a song?
No, I'm actually singing the whole set with them.
Jeez, is there a band you don't sing with?
There's a few, yeah. There's quite a few. But yeah, no, I'm going to get up and sing with those guys. They wanted to do a show and invited me to join with them. They're a great band. Unbelievable. They've been doing this stuff for a long time.
And then Burnin' Sky, who played a couple of years ago also.
Yep, they played the first year as well.
They're really good.
They're great. Bad company. Oh,
their singers, trying to emulate Paul Rogers in general is nearly impossible, and he nails it, man.
He's great. Johnny's a great singer. He's been around the area for a long, long time as well. So, yeah, they do Bad Company justice. And there's not many bands that can, like you said.
Now, who I'm most fascinated by is Beyond Purple.
Yeah.
Deep Purple tribute, but now... So they branch out a little.
Yeah, so the whole concept of the Beyond Purple, right, is they also tribute Rainbow, Dio, and Whitesnake.
Oh, my God.
And they're phenomenal. And they have some of the most amazing players in that band. I just played with them Sunday, 2 days ago, down in Connecticut at Sunfest. And they're amazing. Jimmy Bell, the guitar players in Autograph and House of Lords and some of the 80s hair bands you've heard of. And their drummer.
He was in those bands?
He's in those bands.
Wow.
And their drummer is actually Don Dawkins' drummer, BJ Zampa.
Oh, wow.
So they're amazing musicians. They're going to blow people away for sure.
See, all 4 of those acts you mentioned, like some of my favorite in the whole world.
Yeah, they play great songs.
Yeah.
And they're great players. They're just amazing.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the lineup for Saturday at Indian Ranch. People should get there around 11 or so.
Doors are at 11 o'clock.
Right.
And I know people like to get there early, claim a parking spot. I know there's VIP parking. There are tickets available still. And it is rain or shine. No matter what, get your tickets and show up because it's going to be a party no matter what. It's going to be a great day. Music kicks off right at noon and goes till right about 4:30, 5 o'clock. It's going to be a good day.
Awesome. Well, we're really looking forward to it. While you're here,
yes,
I need your expertise. We do this thing every weekday called The Haircut around 9:15-ish.
Okay.
And then we have people rate the song on hairiness and what I like to call the whole hairy package. So not just the actual song, but the lyrics have to contain a certain percentage of what we like to call sleaze whiz.
Right.
Like cheese and sleaze. Those are the sleaze part, very important. And then it has to be the hair, the makeup, and then the way the wardrobe, whether it's from the Halloween outlet or from the women's activewear section at Kohl's.
Gotcha.
So we what kind of how they dress and stuff. So I want to run and then they rate on if it's hairy enough.
Yep.
And now we've gotten some really great 10s across the board, but we've gotten some very controversial ones. I just want to run by you since you're an expert.
Okay.
I just want to run by the hair bands or not. Okay. The first one is what I consider to be one of the OGs, and that's Kiss.
Oh, Kiss is I mean, Kiss came out in the 70s, and they were great, right?
Right.
But then they did cross over into the 80s and were considered a hair band.
They embraced it.
Yeah, they embraced it, and they took the makeup off, and they did some songs that are phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I would say yes.
Would you say the same thing about the Scorpions?
The Scorpions, absolutely. I think they fall into the hair band
it's the same
category.
thing. They started in the 70s, but then once the 80s rolled around,
they transitioned, and some of their best stuff came out of the 80s, and the same with, I don't want to say to the diehard Kiss fans that some of their best stuff came out in the 80s.
But it did.
But
sorry,
it did.
That's the truth.
Sorry, it's the truth. Right.
Now, I played Skid Row one day, and a lot of people said they were not a hair band. They just got thrown in with that.
They absolutely were a hair band, and especially if you see Sebastian Bach, who still has the hair down his backside, let's say. We'll be nice on the air.
I hate him.
I heard he's not a great guy, but I never realized how big he was. That dude is huge. He's like 6'9".
He's an
enormous guy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he doesn't work with Skid Row anymore, and I hear they're looking for a singer again. I should give him a call.
Yeah, you should give him a call. Cause, if you find time between the 10 other bands that you sing
I'm not
for.
busy enough right now.
Right,
so I should do that.
right. And what about Tesla? There's another band now that's a band I think that got thrown in with the hair bands, but it's not really a hair band. They're just a solid rock band.
They are a rock band, but they so my wife, who's actually standing with us right now, my wife is her favorite band is Tesla. We love those guys. Yeah. Woo! It's her favorite band. Great bunch of guys, but when Modern Day Cowboy came out, in the mid 80s there, and it just kicked everybody in the teeth. That was one of the best rock songs ever written. I absolutely love that song. And I do consider them a hair band just because they had the hair and they fit in with the look of the era.
Had but the sound, like if you compare them to say like a Rat or an LA Guns or even a Motley Crue, one of the OGs, that's the sleaze whiz factor.
Exactly.
Right there. Yeah.
Agreed 100%. I heard you, and I listen to that every morning on your show, Mike, and I heard the Whitesnake song the other day, so it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I just
you can't deny Coverdale.
Can't deny Coverdale. Nope. The hair, the sleaze, the whiz, the cheese whiz, everything. But the funny thing is though, everybody comes in, you were reading them off like 15 or 12.5. I thought it only went to 10. Why are we going above
People
that?
get excited.
They get excited.
They get excited,
Over
Frank.
the top.
It's like Spinal Tap. This one goes to 11.
Right.
This one goes to 15. Bus full of Wookiees.
Bus full of Wookiees.
Rogaine party, whatever they want to call it. They just get excited. We love that. We love the participation.
So, and anyway, when you come to Rockfest, in the back, by the way, and I know, and you come, you're going to MC again, right?
I'll be on stage.
When you come,
around.
there's food in the back. We have that comes in all the time. For the bands.
Nobody ever told me that.
Oh, yeah, there's free food in the back.
Oh.
It's catered by the mill.
I
My
blame
buddy
Chuck
Tony.
Perks.
No, Tony from the mill in West Boylston provides all the food for the bands in the back rooms and the green rooms. It's amazing.
Chuck's keeping that for
He's
me.
keeping it.
He's
eating
keeping it
extra
for me.
roll-ups and wraps.
Yeah.
Taking yours,
All right, I
Mike.
appreciate that. And I'll try not to get stung by a bee at Rockfest this year like last year.
Oh, man, I remember that.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I had a bee in my beer, and it stung me on the inside of my lip. It was the
that.
worst. Right at the beginning of the show, too. And it was a beautiful day, and I was like, oh, God.
Frank, I got to go.
Right. I'll wear the full-on facial protection this year.
Maybe a hockey mask. Maybe the Railers will lend you one.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That would smell good. All right. Coming up this Saturday, the Pike Rokfest at Indian Ranch. You can go to indianranch.com to get your tickets. Get them in advance because they usually get pretty sold out, and then you miss one of the biggest parties, that and Hairfest.
Yeah, great party.
All year.
Going to be a great day. I'm excited to hear the bands myself. That's the thing is, not only do I try to produce these shows, put together great stuff to entertain people that come to the shows, I love watching the shows as well. These bands are phenomenal, and I love playing.
I got to tell you, East Coast Alice at Hairfest.
Oh man,
amazing.
Weren't they great?
Amazing.
Mike Carmo, he does Alice Cooper justice.
He does.
Amazing.
I was like, doing Alice Cooper, that's a challenge, man.
It is.
You're gonna do, and you're gonna bring out all the props and everything, and they were awesome.
They were.
Yeah, they nailed it.
So,
Rockfest on Saturday. Frank, thanks for coming in, man.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me, Mike, as always.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Fine.